Okay, we've got our top three finishers from today's Superbike race here at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Our winner, Bobby Fong, second place, Sean Dillon Kelly, and third place, JD Beach. We'll get started with JD. Superbike podium on a Stock 1000. You won the Superbike Cup. You won the Stock 1000 race earlier. It's a pretty good day.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they just quit the weekend right now. No, it's been amazing, and I can't thank Hayden enough. I mean, he paved the way for this team, and he's worked really hard, and he's been riding great this year, and I feel like he should have been the one to get the first podium on a Honda in a long time. But, I mean, if it wasn't for him, I'd be probably watching this race at home because I was about done racing. And, I mean, to have my luck turn around like it has, I mean, it feels amazing. And I'm just rambling. I don't even know what to say. I'm just pumped. I mean, I got on the podium. I feel like I'm riding like I did back in 2018. So, I mean, I feel great. And when I stepped away from the sport or from road racing in 2019, I wasn't riding good, and I didn't want to end my career like that. And I came back last year and just couldn't get going. And this year with this bike and this team, my crew, man, I feel good. And if I ended it tomorrow, I could sleep good at night.
The bike's obviously pretty damn good. I mean, like, you're running with Sean Dillon Kelly, and it's not like he's just totally gapping you on straightaways and stuff. So, I mean, you have the thing working well?
It's working really good. And I mean, it's really everything Hayden did last year with the stock bike, because he ran the stock bike all year. So we had so much data from him, and the bike suits my style really well. And I mean, I'm enjoying being at the track. And I mean, even when we're done for the day, I don't leave the track till 8 o'clock at night. I just order food and eat in my room and go to bed. I just enjoy being with all these guys and all you guys. And I hope I can race as long as Josh Hayes, but damn, I'm just trying to take it all in, and I'm really enjoying it.
All right, well, that's awesome. That's your 13th Superbike Cup win of the year, so not too bad. Sweet. I don't think you're going to get caught in that championship. Second place today, Sean Dillon Kelly. Second podium of the year, second in a row. The race seemed to be different because of what was going on at the end of the straightaway. I mean, it's probably the best, maybe one of the few passing spots on the track, and it became not really a passing spot. Was that a big factor in that race?
Yeah, I think it became a don't crash spot instead of a overtaking spot. I tried to actually capitalize on it the first few laps when I put myself in fourth right away. Then Heron made that mistake and found myself in third, which I was really happy to be in that spot. I didn't really believe in having the pace for Bobier and Bobby in front of me, but I kept chugging along. I think I was making up some pace, some time just through that turn 6, obviously risking a little bit, probably more than I should have, but I actually was having a little bit better pace than I expected the first half of the race and didn't find myself that far away from these guys. I was really happy. I was obviously doing what I could, but halfway through the race, I started getting some issues, as I'm sure all of us were with rear grip, but mainly the front. Like, I've been saving crashes all weekend long on the front and found myself really on the limit. And obviously being in third, had a little gap at the back or behind me. I was like, okay, let me just try to hold this as long as I can. And definitely didn't feel great with some laps to go. I looked behind me to see who was there and saw it was JD. Couldn't really believe it, to be honest. But yeah, just kept on doing what I could. And that last lap, seeing Bove on the gravel was kind of unexpected, but was really happy to be able to just defend. I didn't really feel like the man the last few laps, but was trying to defend and hold position as much as I can. And the fact that we finished on the podium was, again, back-to-back is pretty unreal considering how long it took me to get on the podium this season. And yeah, super pumped with the whole team that's been working super hard. And I think that we obviously have a whole lot to work on, but super pumped to be on the podium back-to-back.
Did you stay inside the oil dry the whole race, or did you try a little bit of both?
I think it was impossible for everybody. I mean, there was like on the entering the corner, yeah, you could stay away from it, but then mid-corner, everyone was going through it, and it was slick the first few laps for sure. I didn't touch the entry part of the corner at all, and maybe I could have. I don't know what JD was doing behind me, but yeah, I just try to get through that thing and finish.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Our winner today, Bobby Fong, seems to be making a freaking habit of this. 5th in a row. I mean, who thought it, right? You probably did.
No, I definitely didn't think it was going to be like this, and it is a dream, honestly, and it could be over tomorrow. Though, you know, the older I get, I try to live in the moment and try to enjoy it. Most of my life, it's hard for me to enjoy things because I know I gotta either fight for my ride or do it again tomorrow. It's like I've been slowly but surely like trying to enjoy it more, being in the moment, you know, because I'm always just like go, go, go. Like I said, you could be 0 to 0 before you know it for sure. And I thought Cameron was definitely gonna take. Well, he did actually take a few shots, but like I said, after the back straight, if that oil dry wasn't there, I'm sure he would have made a lot more moves. But I went over it maybe twice and tucked the front over it twice, and I was like, no way. Right. I mean, it had to been, you know, it almost felt like there was still oil on the track, but I mean, everybody was in the same boat, you know, and I didn't know how to go through it really because I was the only one leading the thing, so I couldn't like, what are everybody doing? So I'm just guessing like people were going around, but I was like just standing on the inside of it, and then it got a little line on the inside later on in the race, but MotoAmerica did the best they could. You know, it couldn't have been any better. And everybody was in the same boat. I knew once the red flag came out in the beginning of the race, before the start of the race, the tires were going to be greasy. It's hot out there, and I knew that heat cycle was going to come into play for sure. And it did. It was pretty slick out there, not just because of the oil dry and the heat and everything, but we managed pretty good. And we're going to try to do it again tomorrow. The bike's working good, and I know there's going to be a lot guys a little bit closer tomorrow. Everybody always steps it up on Sunday for sure, just from the knowledge of today's race. So we're just going to try to keep working and improve.
You've got an 11-point lead in the championship. You didn't have that lead coming into that race. You have it now. You have it going into tomorrow's race. I know you're not really thinking about it, at least publicly, but I mean, it's a pretty cool position to be on the top instead of 2nd or 3rd or anywhere else.
It is cool. You know, it is, you know, I don't want to be 2nd, you know what I mean? Like, but there's a target on my back for sure. And I mean, these guys around me are fast. I mean, Sean, JD, Cameron, Josh, like everybody, you don't know what could happen. I mean, just the little mistake that Cam did, unfortunately, he just went in the gravel. That could easily happen in either one of us. So it's, there's a lot of racing still. What is there, 3, 5, 6 races left? And so a lot could happen. That's a lot of points that people can grab, and it could be pissed down raining at New Jersey. So everything could, you know, just go to hell. But we're just going to try to keep focused and keep doing what we're doing.
All right, any questions?
Last year, after the day after the last race, you were at the Aprilia event at New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying at the time, you just kind of shrugged and said, I don't have anything yet for next year. At that point, now you're here leading the Superbike points. I mean, how do you kind of handle those sorts of huge ups and downs? And
to be honest, since I was 16, it's kind of been that way. You just don't know the sport. You just don't really know what you're going to do next year. You're always kind of fighting. It's like you're fighting for your life, really. I mean, it's kind of, it does suck every year. I'm not going to lie. Unless you have a 2-year deal, like most, you know, not many of us. Even then, I mean, you just don't really know. And I was the last minute. I mean, Sean was going to take this ride, my ride, and, you know, things fell through for him. So it just, the stars kind of aligned for me. But, man, you just don't know what could happen. And it's very stressful, to be honest. It's like, it's unfortunate because you see, like, you look in Europe, these guys could have a good first round, and then all of a sudden they're on a factory team the whole following year. You know, it's like, what the hell was that? But he sucks ass all year long. So it's a little bit different game here. So yeah, it is like fighting for your life because, like JD said, we love being here. It's in our blood. We've been doing it since we're kids, and when you don't have it, it's like, you know, it's like life's over. It's a weird feeling. Not many people know about it, but when you're not here, it's like you have no purpose in life because all you're doing your whole life is fighting to race. All you think about is racing motorcycles. How are you going to be better? And when you don't have that, you're just a nobody. So I'm blessed to be here, really. So.
Yeah, I just have one for Sean. So, Sean, the latter half of the season has gone a lot better than the first half of the season for you, and I think it was a lot of bad luck. Do you think it's that's turned around, and you know you're getting more acclimated into that team? What's been the change, really?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I hate talking about luck.
Yeah.
I hate depending results around that, but the reality is this is racing, right? Like, so much can happen. So much does happen, and there's a lot of things that are out of our control, right? And I feel like there has been weekends where, like, we were just straight up not at the level yet. First time for me I mean, it's only my second year on a Superbike. I still feel like I'm learning so much about how to work on a Superbike, how to maximize myself on a Superbike with electronics and everything going on. And then also, obviously, a brand new bike, right? Suzuki is completely different to what I was racing last year. And the mix between that, just feeling like I wasn't at the level completely, and then also just mixing in things that weren't in my control, right? I think things did go in that bad luck direction. But, you know, I kept belief this entire time, knowing that there was potential, and it finally started to show last weekend at VIR. Definitely longer than I would have liked to have to wait for it, but it's showing, you know, yesterday didn't have the greatest day, and then today was able to bounce back like this. And I just hope to be able to keep this going. A few more rounds left. Sorry, a couple more rounds left in a race tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm just happy that we've got some momentum right now, and really happy to be showing what I'm showing aboard the Suzuki.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got our top 3 finishers from today's Mission King of the Baggers race here at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Our winner, Hayden Gillum, second place, Troy Herfoss, and third place, Kyle Wyman. We'll get started with Kyle. 9th podium. You're in the tail end of a really great season for you. The championship looks almost impossible to lose at this point. I think it's 78 points, and I think Troy's second now.
I've found many ways to lose it.
Yeah.
So
I don't even think you can lose this one.
it's only been a week.
So I don't know if you didn't get off the line with these guys because we were doing a press conference down here, or if you just didn't have the pace, or if it's to the point in the championship and in your life where it's like, third's okay today.
Third's definitely okay. Just based on Friday alone, really. We made like 12 or 13 laps yesterday, maybe 5 of which were at any type of pace. We spent so much time in the pits and dealing with issues all the way through this morning as well. Just not, you know, just throws me out of that rhythm where I can't really get going and build like I want to. And yeah, I mean, for us to then find at least enough pace to be in a podium fight there. James was riding good. He was a nice little carrot for me to chase for the mid part of that race to try to get away from Camp P, and then you know, did the teammate thing there on with 2 to go to, you know, give us a couple points back. And you know, we haven't won this championship since 2021, so we've got 3 riders that are all very motivated by the motor company to get that #1 plate back, and so far so good. I'm pretty happy to have made lemonade out of that race. I thought I was going to be fighting for 5th, honestly. So to be on the podium is a big win, I think.
All right, thank you. Second place today, Troy Herfoss. It's his 4th podium of the year. Second place, but you can't say it was from a lack of effort. I mean, it was a really fun race to watch, and it looked like it. I mean, most of the time it looked like a fun race to ride. There was a few times when I was happy it was you and not the rest of us, but a couple of really hectic last laps. That's as hard as you can ride that bike, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm in a different situation to. You can hear okay? You can hear me? Yeah. I'm in a different situation to Kyle. Like I'm in a championship fight, but yeah, it's just attack at all cost, and it's been a really, really disappointing sort of few months, really, because we had a big gap. And although I've only had 2 races, I went terrible at Laguna and struggled a lot. And yeah, today I felt really good. I had such a good bike under me. I got held up by Kyle actually in the Q2, and I feel like I would have definitely been closer to pole position. But yeah. Hayden and I are so different. We always are. Everyone rides so differently, and yeah, just flat out wasn't good enough. Like I had a really good feeling before the race, and then I don't know what I was thinking out of turn 1, because that's where he passed me 4 hours ago, and he done the exact. If he had overlaid the pass, it was probably the exact same. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, and that was my hope, was to, you know, fresh off a Superbike, while he's trying to get the feel for this big girl, I'll try and get out front, and then hopefully the old guy knocks up a bit. But man, he just rode so silky smooth. He tried to change up the line across the oil, and had I been close enough there, I would have got him, because it wasn't as fast. And that's going back on JD, I bet, because he was using that line. I bet he gave you that advice, did he? Yeah. Anyway, it was he obviously figured it out, and then when he went back to that line. That tighter line, he he was letting the brake go a little bit more, and that was sort of keeping me in the race, really. Like, realistically, I was 3/10 a lap too slow, and I think I was sort of, fortune was rewarding the brave in that area of the track. And, anyway, great race. I really enjoyed it. I always enjoy when I get the opportunity to race hard with Hayden. I mean, it's not our style of racing, sort of just man-on-man doing a time trial. We both enjoy that tussle, but, one day we'll get there. We've had a couple of good ones. He's got a few on me now, so probably he's got a better record than me on the one-on-one, so hopefully tomorrow I've got a better chance.
All right, thank you. Our winner today, Hayden Gillum. It's his first win of the year. Comes on the heels of Laguna Seca that was, I'm sure everybody knows about it. You were battling for the lead in both races and had mechanical DNFs. And then you come here. I think you've been hungry for however long it's been, a month. Is that the case? I mean, was it a refuse to lose thing here?
Yeah. After Laguna, I didn't talk to anybody at Vance Hines. I didn't talk to anybody on the Honda team. I didn't talk to anybody for like 2.5 weeks because I was just it was a long weekend, and and the Vance Hines guys have put in a ton of work, and we actually went testing last Saturday. It's supposed to be a 2-day test to kind of do some durability testing on transmissions, because that's what our problem was at Laguna, and we found a whole nother problem. Blew up both bikes in like the span of an hour, and so they had to go back to the shop, and they were there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think they loaded up the last motor Thursday morning to drive up here. They had to go back and reconfigure every motor that we had in the shop in the bikes, and so it's been a long year. Like this was my first podium of the season, and after last year being pretty competitive at times, we just have struggled, and we're finally finding our footing again. And it was just, I don't know. This one I wasn't gonna give it very easy. And like he said, I tried swapping up some lines going off the back straight, and because I could hear him kind of gassing a little bit sooner than I was coming out into the next left, and so I was thinking maybe he was rolling around the outside a little bit better, and I don't know. It's hard, but luckily I had kind of the Superbike race to fill all that out, and so I kind of knew what the lines were like, and I was getting tired there at the end. As he started closing up on me, and I started just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. My friggin' left arm was cramping going through the keyhole and everything. I'm just gripping it so tight, like, don't give this up, man. But it was just a good day, good weekend. Hopefully, we can keep this going in tomorrow and the rest of the year.
Was the oil dry situation at the end of the straightaway, was it better in the baggers race? Like, is it getting better, or is it as good as it's going to get without more work?
It's fine. It needs bikes to go across it, because it's right in the race line, and everybody's kind of scared because we've just been racing. We haven't been able to just go practice and kind of work it out or anything. Right now it's as good as it's going to get without people actually trying to clean it off. And the way this track is, it's a little, like, if you're offline a bit and you have a little bit of dirt, it's slick for a few corners. It takes a little bit to get the tires cleaned back off. So it's right now it's just one of those things. It's like you got braking bumps out there you're trying to avoid. It's just that big white patch.
Are you expecting more of the same tomorrow? Big fight from him?
Yeah, I didn't expect to keep a gap all weekend. I figured, especially these two guys, I figured would close the gap and make it hard. Luckily, my starts are getting a little bit better, so I don't have to fight back so much in the first couple laps. So, yeah, I think tomorrow it's going to be, obviously Troy's going to be riding really good. Kyle's picking it up after yesterday, and we'll see what we got tomorrow.
Okay, any questions?
Hayden, so with the Superbike race right before Picking of the baggers, do you hold anything in reserve at all when you're in that Superbike race? Do you think, okay, I got to do this other one, or do you just go?
Well, I mean, today I didn't because JD was in front of me on the stock bike, and so no, I didn't. I wasn't holding anything back, but I was having to hold back a little bit. I was having some little front end tire. Just we chose the wrong tire for the race today, and so I was kind of having to hold back a little bit that way. But I was pushing as hard as I could without crashing. But these guys will tell you it's anytime you're on a bike, no matter where you are on track, it's hard to not push every single lap, and especially whenever I have at the end of the race we had second, third, fourth right in front of me. So no, it's. Sometimes I think about it halfway through the Superbike race. I'm like, this bagger race would be a lot easier if I eased up, but then my ego gets the better of me and says, no, you can't do that. So, yeah.
Well, and then during that, having that red flag, did that help you, or was that worse for you to have to sit through that, or did it give you a little bit of a break?
It's usually worse whenever the Superbikes have a red flag because then it makes the time between races shorter, and so I don't have as much time to change, to cool off, and all that. And so I was still changing whenever the 5-minute board, whenever the pit lane opened, and so I was just lucky it wasn't a quick start, or else I probably would have been wearing some Honda leathers on the bagger.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys. Okay. All right, we've got our top 3 finishers from today's Motivation Supersport race here at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Our winner today, P.J. Jacobson. Second place, Cam Peterson. And third place, Matthew Skoltz. We'll get started with Matthew. It's his 10th podium of the year. You caught up to Cam right there at the end, but just not enough laps?
I wasn't keen on doing any more. But, yeah, I definitely would have liked to have caught Cam sooner. But that's my fault getting caught up in the first couple of laps behind Ty. His bike is extremely quick and he brakes late, so it was difficult to get past him. And even when I did pass Ty, I think Cam probably had a couple of tenths on me. I was doing mid 27s, I think, and then about the halfway point of the race, I kind of dropped a few, and then was doing 27 zeros, ones, and I was catching Cam slowly. But yeah, ran out of laps. But I mean, even when I caught Cam on the final lap, the R9 isn't as powerful coming out of corner 4 into the back straight, so it would be really difficult to make some moves. And my front tire was, shredded on the side, so I couldn't really think of trying to pass him in the flowing corners. So I just had to settle for third. I mean, PJ was just gone. We didn't have anything for him, so we need to kind of fix the tearing on the side of the tire, fix the bike coming out of the corner rather than it running wide. But overall, thanks to the team, it's obviously disappointing to be third, losing the championship, points lead. But yeah, I just have to come out swinging for the second race.
So the tire shedding, is that would you choose a different tire, or would it make changes to the bike, or is it a combination?
That's something I'm going to have to speak to my crew chief about and figure that out, whether we take something out of the front end, lift the front end up, use the rear tire more, or go to the harder R5 compound. But we need to do something because the last 5 laps I couldn't turn properly. So disappointing race, but yeah, just have to come out swinging in the second race and try to get the championship lead back. All
right, thank you. Second place today, Cam Peterson. You kept PJ honest. I mean, you could see him the whole time. Do you have things you can try for tomorrow to get you closer to him? And then at the end, you also had to fend off your countryman there.
Yeah, tough race. Didn't get off to the best starts. Had to make a couple passes on Ty and Maddie in the beginning there. And yeah, I mean, I tried everything I could to try to stay with PJ, but he definitely had those few tenths on me. The first little drop off the tires I picked up a pretty bad chatter on my bike that I haven't had all weekend. So we'll just have to go look at that. I don't know if something happened with the tire, if it spun on the rim or something, but definitely a chatter I haven't had all weekend. But honestly, towards the end there, I definitely started running out of grip, and I could see Matty, I could see my pit board every lap, couple tenths, and I knew going into the last lap, I could hear him behind me, and I just tried to ride as defensive as possible. But super stoked to come away with the podium, P2. Obviously, would like to be closer to PJ. So definitely going to have to do our homework tonight and see if we can come up with something. But, I know going into every Sunday, I know PJ is probably going to find a little something as well. So we're going to have to make a pretty big jump. Just super stoked with the way the weekend's gone. I haven't had too many weekends like this with no issues and just being able to do laps. So looking forward to tomorrow.
Are you getting more comfortable on the bike every race we go to?
Yeah, I mean, it's super unfortunate. I literally haven't tested once this year. So we just go race to race, and it seems like every weekend I do more laps on the bike, the more I understand what the bike likes, what it doesn't like, and I feel like I'm finally in a position to where I can ride the bike the way I want to. It is what it is, and hopefully it would be nice to get some test time in, maybe between now and Coda, just to try finish off the season with a bang.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Our winner today, PJ Jacobsen. It's his third win of the year. Fast all weekend, pole position, and you just kind of took off in that race and did your own thing, and the lap times were very consistent and very fast. Did you feel like coming in like this, it might not have been a must-win situation, but was it getting pretty close to that to stop his momentum?
I mean, yeah, it's been getting seconds and thirds, fourths like all year. So I was getting hesitant there. Like I said on the podium, I was like about to call in Speeds to replace me for the remaining season, because I couldn't get a win. So it's really good to get a win finally, and the bike's been working good since we got here. So I don't know if it's because the track's been repaved, so it's helping us have a bit more grip and stuff, because we've been struggling with that all season. And I think that, the bike felt really good, and I felt very comfortable in the race. It was very hot out there, but I felt very consistent and comfortable the whole race. So I feel like, when Cam maybe pulled back the plus 1.4, 1.5 to 1.2 and stuff, I was able to push again and then bring that back. So, yeah, I felt pretty confident all the way up until the end, and at the end, even I felt like I could have a bit of breathing room, even running the lap time I was running. So I'm really happy with the bike. It's been working really good. So I can't thank the Rahal Ducati Moto team enough, XPEL, Roller Die, AME for being here, Elf, all of our sponsors that have put this season together. It's good, and to get a win is great for us.
When the bike's that good, do you leave it alone, or do you still try to make it better for tomorrow?
Yeah, of course, you always want to make things better and stuff, but also, too, you don't want to overthink. Sometimes you get caught up in stuff, overthinking, and just not riding the bike, and you can get lost, So, I feel very comfortable since we got here. We've made very minimum changes, and I've just been riding, and I feel good. I feel good out there. So we'll go into tomorrow, maybe look at some things tonight. And, these guys will obviously be faster tomorrow. Hopefully it's a bit cooler, but, we'll see what happens. But it's good to get a win finally.
And a 2-point championship lead.
Yeah, I mean, I think the championship is just going to be like that till Jersey, unless I get smoked here one of these races coming up. But, it's just been a battle, and it'll be probably a battle till the end. So it's kind of race by race, and like I said, it's good to get a win and just keep the momentum going of being in this group battle,
All right, any questions?
I got a couple for PJ real quick. Sorry, Paul. So PJ, it looks like, you've been fast right from the start. You broke the track record 2 days ago. Yesterday, you broke the track record again today, and you had the fastest race lap. Broke that race lap record too. You've been fast all weekend. What is it about this track? Is there something special here?
I don't know. I think our bike is working good. Like I said, with the new pavement, when they've paved it, our bike has been working good. So we have a lot of grip, front and rear, and the bike is just, you're able to use that acceleration, and our bike's working good. It's not really moving and stuff. It's kind of, you're just riding it and feeling pretty confident, to be honest, right now. So, I have some moments sometimes, obviously pushing and stuff, but yeah, I feel very good. And in the race, I was surprised it did 26.8. I didn't think the pace was going to be that fast. When I'm looking at the board, my pit board, you have to push and you arrive at that lap time, you know.
And the fact that you're clean shaven, does that have anything to do with it? Your beard's a little gone now. You got a younger face now. Did you shave for this weekend special, or is it?
I turned 32, so I guess I got to start looking younger, you know, and not get wrinkles in my face and start looking old because I'll be leaving the paddock soon, you know, if I'm looking like that.
I understand. Thank you.